So what's the first video I make after coming back from my week-long hiatus? A negative, ranty video about Call of Duty. Oh joy! Glad to be back, everybody. Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Let me start off by stating, you guys know, I don't like making negative or ranty videos. I like to stay positive, I like to stay happy and spirited and joyous, living in the moment, celebrating being alive, that sort of thing. But there are times where I feel like something negative needs to be stated. When I see some form of bullshit that I think people aren't addressing in a way I would address it, so I'm going to address it. So I got Call of Duty Black Ops free on PC. I actually got it for free, bundled with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so I didn't need to pay a penny. I got this year's and last year's Call of Duty video games. Now, about Call of Duty Black Ops free. This year's Call of Duty, the newest, latest, and somewhat greatest Call of Duty. Now, the PC version of the game, well, we'll get into that very shortly. You see, after looking up some news for the game, reading some discussions, and complaints about Black Ops free, I was very, very disturbed to find out that many, actually, if not hundreds of thousands of people are having severe technical issues with their PC version of the game. Now, here, I was hoping that Black Ops free was having only specific problems for those specific people. It couldn't have been the game itself. Everybody has different rigs, that sort of thing. I mean, it's Call of Duty. You expect a Call of Duty game, if anything, you expect it to work on day one. You know, it's one of, if not the biggest first-person shooter multiplayer video game franchises in the world. You know, that sort of thing. So I boot up the game. I'm getting lag, and freezing, and stuttering on the main menu. That's concerning. So I boot up the first mission of the single-player campaign, and I'm getting lag and freezing, and stuttering, like every 10 seconds. Outraged at the fact that the game is running like shit, I quit the game. However, guess what? Quitting the game doesn't actually quit the game. It's still running in the background even though you can't see it, and you can't turn it off, so it's still eating away at your computer's processing power, making everything else run slow. So you have to do one of two things. Log off your Windows user and basically shut down all programs you're running, or restart your entire computer. And keep in mind, I have had to do this for every time I've had to quit the game. Every time I've booted up Black Ops free, I've either had to log off my user or reboot my entire computer. Oh joy! So yeah, the PC version of Call of Duty Black Ops free is broken. This is unacceptable! First off, let me state that my rig can run this game. I know some nitpicky PC gamer is gonna nitpick and say, oh, your system probably just doesn't have the right specs for it. I can run all 3 of the Crysis games at max settings. I can run Fallout 4 at max settings. I can run the newly released Star Wars Battlefront, EA's Star Wars Battlefront. I can run that game at max settings. So please, do not say that my system cannot run Black Ops free. It can run Black Ops free. The PC version of Black Ops free is just a piece of shit. I apologize for my crude language if anyone from Treyarch or Activision somehow sees this video, but to be blunt, the PC version of your game is shit. I have never, ever encountered a PC game, ever, to have the technical issues your game does. And this is a Call of Duty game. This is an Activision game. This is a Treyarch game. On PC, nonetheless. So that makes this even worse. A quality video game developer who has made some of the best Call of Duties, as the public has praised Treyarch for, and Activision, a AAA video game publisher who you expect to see quality products from, have released a broken, buggy, unfinished version of their product on PC. And, oh yeah, let me remind you, this is Call of Duty! Call of Duty is known for working day one! Call of Duty is known for being technically sound day one. Yes, there is always going to be patches for online, but the fact that you can't play the single player or the zombies mode of this Call of Duty without running into technical issues, no other Call of Duty has accomplished that before. And you know what makes this even worse? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, last year's Call of Duty, was having similar issues. It was having an issue with its memory. It had a memory leak, the game. It was having issues with its technical and graphical aspects. And of course, the online, which was having severe lag and plagued with online and technical issues. Before Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare was known for being the worst running game on PC and even on other systems. Eventually, they did patch and they did fix the issues with Advanced Warfare, but that doesn't change the fact it was unacceptable for a Call of Duty game, a AAA first-person shooter multiplayer game that is known throughout the world, to be so broken on PC and on other systems day one. And admittedly, while the console versions, the Xbox One and the PS4 versions of Black Ops 3 are working just fine, the fact that the PC version is almost unplayable? I say almost because you can play the game, technically, if you run it at the lowest settings. You'll still get freezing, stuttering, and lag, and the game will look hideous, but it's still playable. Somewhat. I mean, that's the only way I could beat the single-player campaign, was to run it at the lowest settings. Yeah, it looked hideous, but at least I got to see the story. The fact that they learned nothing from Advanced Warfare, with all its technical issues and bad PR for its technical issues, the fact that they made the PC version even a worse release than Advanced Warfare, the fact that the game is almost unplayable, might as well be unplayable, the fact that the game has a memory leak, a Call of Duty game has a memory leak. For those of you who are not technical with PC gaming, a memory leak is when a computer program, or in this case a video game, is poorly programmed to allocate memory and processing power from your system, basically meaning the longer the game runs, the shittier it will run. Because it's either using too little memory from your system, or it's using too much memory, not the necessary amount of memory required to run the game properly. This is a Call of Duty game! The last thing I expect from a Call of Duty game is for the single player and the entirety of the game surrounding the graphics and the technical side of things to be so messed up. This is unacceptable. You expect Call of Duty on PC to run the best, not the worst. I just really can't believe that Treyarch and Activision were okay with releasing the game in this state, and in a time where Steam refunds exist. Activision and Treyarch weren't terrified that if they released a broken, buggy game at release that people would refund the game. People have already refunded the game. People are still refunding the game. I just can't believe this from Treyarch and Activision. They were either so lazy or just really didn't care about the reception, the PR for Black Ops 3 on PC. They're not afraid of losing customers, of losing money. It blows my mind. However, the point I'm trying to make with this video is, well, this is unacceptable for a AAA video game, for a Call of Duty game to release on any platform, not just PC. While this is a PC gaming issue, this is not strictly just for PC. The fact that Activision released such a broken, buggy version of one of their biggest franchises is unacceptable. It was unacceptable when Ubisoft did it, it was unacceptable when Microsoft did it, and it still remains unacceptable. Look, I like to think of myself as a reasonable guy. I don't expect every product to work at 100% fully functional capacity day one, but I expect at least over 50%. It's not even 50% with Black Ops 3 here. Add on the fact that this game is going to need multiple patches to get working. As of making this video, it's been 2 weeks after the release of Black Ops 3. It's had 2 patches, and while those patches have fixed issues for some people, the game still has a memory leak. The game still lags, stutters, and freezes, no matter the game mode, single player, zombies, or multiplayer, and of course, the game still has endless loading screens and crashing, even after the 2 patches in the 2 weeks it's been out. And before I end this video, the final nail in the coffin. Some of you have probably been wondering, why have I been seeing Advanced Warfare gameplay in this video instead of Call of Duty Black Ops 3? This video is about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Why is Advanced Warfare in the video? I can't record any gameplay from Black Ops 3. The only gameplay I've ever been able to record was that tiny bit of gameplay from my last video. I was super lucky getting that little couple minutes of gameplay. Every other time I've tried to record the son of a bitch, the freezing, the lagging, the stuttering intensifies. Oh, and I'm almost always guaranteed a crash. And keep in mind, even after the game crashes, I still have to either log off my user or restart the computer. 2 weeks in, after 2 patches, the game still runs like crap, and this is unacceptable. But anyways, that's been a video. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Call of Duty Black Ops 3? What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this video? Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comments section below. I love reading comments. I don't get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you like the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved in the video if you hit that like button. And finally, I am the Gamertron. I love video games. I love talking about video games. And if that's something that interests you, maybe consider supporting my channel by subscribing to me. Anyways, guys, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later.